but also because of the information that we collect for you, so you can make a good decision about which cat will be a good match for you. Next guest is Lucy's sister, Daisy. Daisy's also 6 because they are actual litter sisters. Daisy is beautiful black and white short-haired cat as well, also a spayed female, and also with family experience. One of the things about cats that come into the shelter that have lived in a family for their whole life is their first idea when they come to the shelter may be that they're at the veterinarian's or the boarding kennel. So if cats have experience with that, going to the vets or staying in a kennel, then they easily adapt to being at the shelter. If they don't have experience with that, you can imagine it's pretty new for them to be in a place with a lot of strange cats and a lot of strange people. And this little girl is showing her shyness. She's not so sure about being on camera. I'm sure she has an agent somewhere that said, wait, we didn't sign anything. So she is letting everyone know her feelings about being in a strange place. And we do color code the kitty. Oh, sweetie wants to hide. We do color code the cats so that you can tell when you approach their cage what they're like when they're examined by our technicians and handled by volunteers. And some cats we even put on their cage a note that will say approved volunteers only. And that includes Randy, as you can see, so that they can, oh, sweetie, spin so they can see that, her hiding her face, because that's really sweet. So I don't know if you can tell, but she's holding her toes tight. She's a little scared. So, and she doesn't want to see. So we have approved volunteers that are used to handling cats that are scared and nervous, like Randy. Not scared and nervous like Randy, but approved volunteers like Randy, to make it as easy for them as we can. But one of the things that we want to do with the TV show is to show the full range of their behavior so that you can find an animal either that is a great match for your lifestyle or perhaps one that tugs at your heartstrings and makes you feel that you would be the person that can help her with her transition into the next stage of her life. It is all of the animal care technicians' job here to make sure that the cats and dogs get adjusted as quickly as possible. But certainly there's only so much that we can do to convince them that there's going to be a new home in the future. There's no way to really tell them that what they are holding out for is something a lot better than here. And for our strays who have been out in the weather, maybe chased by dogs, maybe had incidents with people that didn't want them around, the shelter can be very reassuring because it's safe and it's like room service here, and they have their own bed and their own litter pan and they're brought things to play with. But for cats that lived in a home their whole life, like Lucy and Daisy, they have a lot of questions about what this means and what the future holds. So if you can find it in your heart to take them into your home, which is what they really want, then come on down and meet them and see if they're a good match for you. And I will explain Daisy's behavior there was someone came in the front door and she heard it slam. So she doesn't know if that person is going to come in here or if she's going to be safe. So obviously she feels safe in the crook of Randy's arm. So we're going to let her go back to her hammock and her cage and see that some changes are only temporary and that everything will be okay again.